We had. Oh wait, shit. Okay, where's my bottle of water?
What did you do? Fuck. Did you give me your?
No, it's okay. I got my Red Bull. Tito sleep. What, bitch? All right, hold on.
Hey y'all. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Snatched and Savage with Lady O and your girl Miss Mimi. We in the building.
Hey y'all. Happy Saturday. Welcome. We're a little off, y'all. So we gonna figure this out real quick.
Like that was not the scenario. That was not the words for her to say.
It wasn't.
Off on the
It wasn't. But anyway, happy Friday, y'all. Welcome to a brand new episode 3 of Snatched Savage. We are so happy to have you all. Again, we're gonna try and see if we get Tito on. We gonna try. But if we can't, we're gonna push through. So
as always.
Welcome. Share. And I'm gonna start sharing, but I'm gonna let Mimi give a couple of seconds of what her week brought to her from last week.
Man, my week has been amazing. Let me tell y'all how everybody thinks I'm taller than O. Everybody think I'm taller than O. I love that for me. I'm very, if y'all know me, I'm horizontally challenged in my real life. So for me to be taller than her and people really see me in real life and be like, oh, I thought you were taller than that. Yo, that's the best feeling in the world.
So I have really been told that people thought I was a little person sitting next to her. And she loves this. So
period. This is the tallest I've ever been in my life, y'all.
Yeah. So welcome y'all to my life.
But welcome to everyone who is on live, who's on the chat. If you are on, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, we are here for it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking time out of your day to acknowledge us, to come and sit in with us, to listen to our nonsense, because sometimes we be on the funnies. But today we're going to bring y'all some real interesting conversations. We're going to cover the Go-Go Awards. We're going to cover... of course, you know, we always got the raw and unapologetic, but we're going to also cover a little bit of the Chicago story with the mom and the kids. We're going to try to cover a little bit of everything today. And we will definitely be checking the comments. So if there's something we speak on or talk on or hit a subject that you guys have an opinion on or something that you would like to vocalize, please feel free to type in on the comments. It'll pop up and we will definitely read them and respond to you. We're not ignoring y'all. Mel B, what it do, boo? How are you? So yeah, let's get into episode 3.
All right, y'all. So first of all, we are absolutely going to start off with a happy birthday to one of my favorite people, who is Dr. T. Pearson, who is celebrating her birthday all this weekend. She is my named Day 19, which is one of my very best friends for one of my closest sisters, Peaches. So I wanted to say happy birthday to you, boo. I love you so much. And I hope you're having an amazing birthday. So, yeah.
That part. Everybody, happy birthday. Let's just shout out all the Scorpios, everybody with a birthday in the month of November.
Scorpios.
Oh, well, why you gotta be a hater? That's a lie. She don't like Scorpios because her niece is a whole Scorpio. My daughter is a Scorpio.
I like
Matter of fact,
certain Scorpios.
let's say that too. Shout out to my baby girl. She just turned 16. She is the big 1-6. Yes. Shout out to my girl Nova.
Yes.
Like shout out to everybody. Okay, I see we got a little bit of Chi-Town in the building. Hello. Hi, Adrian Sky. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Adrian. Adrian is actually the inspiration for this conversation.
Okay.
Tonight. So,
all right, see? Don't say we don't be listening.
But welcome, y'all. Hey, Rabu. So we're also going to get into, because I'm assuming it's just man, baby, tonight. We can roll through it.
It be the man. I'm trying to tell you. It be the man.
It be the man. But anyway, so after we're going to get into that, the real conversation, which we have, which is the actuality of what's going on. So in the news today, Trump has been ordered to remove the National Guard from DC, which was a lot. It's been a lot. I travel through DC and it's ridiculous. But the fact that it had to go through the whole court situation to get it pulled back, what do you feel about that?
To be honest, I honestly feel like we should have never brought the National Guard. Let's just be 100%. I understand that there's lawlessness. I understand that there is killings. I understand that there's crime. But I also understand in the power of the people. I also understand the power of government. I also understand self-governing ourselves and being responsible. I don't feel like it was ever a time, ever in DC, where it was so bad that we needed the National Guard or the Army to come here. I don't feel like it was ever that. And I feel like it was blown out of proportion. I feel like it was a way for someone to exhibit their, I'm bigger than you and I have more power than you. I feel like it was a way to exhibit, hey, I run this and you got to do what I tell you. But I don't feel like it was ever in the sense of genuinely protecting the people.
Absolutely.
I just felt like it was just it was a use of power, and it was a useless use of power and funding for something that never needed to be put in place in the first place. So for them to be leaving is a great thing, because it never, I feel like it was something that never should have happened.
Period. On purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's all we're gonna give.
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much. People with little hands, I don't want no problems with. I'm sorry. I don't want no problems.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
All right. So what we're going to move into from a DC aspect, y'all, the Go-Go Awards are out for, is it 2025 or
it should be 2025?
Okay. So the Go-Go Awards for 2025 have been announced.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of controversy.
It was a lot. But that's every year though. Let's be real. Every year. Like, I've been nominated for a Go-Go Award before in my life. And I've been in the Go-Go band. I've been on the radio. I've done it all. And it's not always going to be in your favor. It's not. I was honored to even be nominated, because let's be real, I didn't even know people knew my name. So it's not always about, people have to understand something. The Go-Go Awards is no different than a Grammy. It's no different than an Oscar. It's not only just about how many tickets you sell, how many shows you get. It's about what you do in the community. It's about the people that want to see you. It's about how the fans are relating to you. It's a lot that goes into it. And yes, a lot of people want to say it's always the same bands. It's always the same host. Favorites are favorites.
But not even in being a person that knows my best friend is in a go-go band. when she really got into go-go, I didn't nominate her for a go-go award.
Right.
Just because she was just starting out, it didn't mean I believed in her. One of the things I feel about the go-go awards, it's the same people all the time. But I'm also a person, which I give, which you're about to give, that is not always involved in go-go.
Right.
Like, I got some love for backyard. I got some love for junkyard. But at what point in awards do they come off the ballot? Because usually
when they stop performing, when people
hold on.
stop paying them to come, when they stop being the main ticket on the ballot.
But here's my question. Like, let's even think about the Oscars, right? The Grammys. Whether you had an album or not, you're not the same person.
No, you're not.
Put out every year.
But if your ticket sales are still the same and people still asking for you and your name's still ringing bells and you still getting radio play and you still playing here and in Miami and Delaware and Philadelphia and they still calling for you, they still booking you and nobody's out booking you, nobody's outselling you, nobody out showing you. Nobody's songs are being played more than yours on the radio. How can you kick me off a ballot when I'm running it?
So my question is, what's the change?
The change is everybody in go-go, everybody in music in general, anybody in the entertainment world. The change comes because we have to change with the times. We have to step it up with the times. Younger kids, younger generations like different things. So we learn to adapt, and that's what go-go is. It's adapting with your time. And you can't say a band got to get off of a ballot or they shouldn't be nominated if that band has the ability to adapt and still make that same amount of money as they was doing with that old stuff they was doing. If they can adapt and still pull out them tickets and still get booked and still get taken to a whole nother state and making videos and got Snoop and this one and that one come, what can you say?
But can we be honest that Backyard, Jump, RE are always gonna pull that?
So then that sound like to me, not being funny, y'all should step it up.
That's what I mean. I think
I'm sorry. If I'm sitting here and an old nigga can out hoop me, then I need to be on the court 24/7 until I know he can't.
Exactly. If you are playing the same old JY, same old BYB, and I'm not a go-go fanatic, so I'm gonna add this. I don't know if BYB put out any music. I don't know if JY put out any music. I do know Rare Essence put out something with Snoop a couple of years ago, but is it new music? Like, my whole thing with go-go is, and I've always been upset about it.
See what he said? Go-go is now a genre. It's not a just for DC thing. And where people are missing it is y'all get DC famous. Y'all get locally famous and y'all feel like, nigga, I made it.
And that's it.
The JYs, the junkyards, the backyards, the this, that, and the third, they not just focused on just being here and being locally famous. They in Miami, they here, they there, they stay.
Here go the point.
They staying on their craft. It's not about being locally famous. It's great that everybody here knows my name or everybody here knows what I do and knows that I'm in a go-go band. But when I leave out of this state, don't nobody know who the hell I am. Don't nobody know who the hell you are. And that's why the JYs and the backyards and are getting the accommodations and the credits that they're getting, because when they leave here, they know who the hell Belladonna is. Why? Belladonna we can see them on TV. They know who Belladonna is. Yeah, we love them here and we think they are amazing. I am one of the biggest Belladonna fans you will ever see. But I know when Belladonna leaves here, they're way more famous away from here than they will ever be here, because nobody's going to support you like people that don't know you. So yeah, I just feel like at this point, if you want to be on that level, it takes working on your craft. It takes being consistent. It takes working and pushing your band and your brand further than just the DMV.
And it also takes everybody's upset in the DC area about the Go-Go Awards. It also takes the support of those awards. Y'all don't, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna say y'all because
Keep it broad.
I am not a big Go-Go fan. I support just because of the culture, but when I went to Go-Go's, the mess, the confusion in business turned me away. But I will also say, supporting this woman right here brought me back into Go-Go. So I will even say there are moments that I don't want to go, that she knows that I'll show up. But it's also the Go-Go nominations required y'all to nominate.
That part.
And everybody got mad about nominations that you didn't speak on.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Go-Go Awards that I love.
Hold on. Very good question. How do you define Go-Go? I'm gonna let you answer
Go-Go
that
is
first.
a feeling. Go-Go is a feeling. I'm saying that. So let me tell y'all why I say that. I'm not a Go-Go head. I'm from the South. I didn't know nothing about Go-Go. I didn't even learn about Go-Go until I got on the Go-Go platform and got into the Go-Go radio and all that stuff. I didn't even know what Go-Go was. To me, I will lie to you. Anybody that knows me for like 5-6 years, I used to be like, man, that shit sound like pots and pans. Like that was my real life. Like that's what Go-Go is. It's pots and pans. Like, but then as I got into it, and I got invested. I started doing radio. I started meeting the different Go-Go bands. I started going to Go-Go's and really listening to it outside of the radio. It's a feeling. It's a genuine feeling. I can be at practice and hear a song and be having a bad day, but the vibe, the beat, the emotion behind that music, it's going to change my vibe. Go-Go is a feeling. It's a soul. Like Go-Go has its own soul and its own originality, and it gives a feeling that you can't really explain because it takes on its own characteristics.
So those of y'all that don't know Mimi from her depths, she's not from DC. From a person that's from DC, one of the things I will say about Go-Go is the drums. Like Go-Go, the basis of Go-Go and the feel, it is also the energy. It's the vibe. And it's not similar to house music
At all.
Adrian.
Period.
It is.
I came from house music.
It is also like, the way I could describe it, it's an African beat. It's where DC decided to say, you know what? We're going to take this, we're going to make this our own. We're going to give you just straight beat and percussion and build on it. And that's the old school Go-Go.
Not only that, I feel like Go-Go is that one sound of music that takes you back to your roots as far as African Americans. It is that one genuine sound of music that you have that connects you to your ancestors, that connects you to your roots, that connects you to your heritage.
Yes.
So,
and definitely from my sister Shan, I just saw this. It's musicianship across the board.
Period. Sitting in a pocket. Tell them, boo.
Because whether you add horns, whether you add whatever, like Go-Go just has a feel.
Yep. It's got a soul of its own.
Now, although I have said this, I didn't present myself in go-go's. I wasn't for that. It's also because of the attitude and business that go-go does.
Hold on one second. Yes Man 2.0. YESS 2.0. That's what you search up and you'll find what you're looking for.
I got you, Adrian. I got you. Adrian is from Chicago, y'all. So she's used to house music. I will send her.
I got you, bro.
All right.
But no, let me say this final thing about the Go-Go Awards. Y'all have to remember, the Go-Go Awards is a nominated award system. So you cannot be mad at the people that sit on the board because all they did was count the nominations. So it's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about the bands. It's about what the people wanted. They spoke. And whatever they spoke is who got nominated.
And if you didn't nominate, then
it's just like that person that's sitting in the White House right now. If you didn't vote, you can't be mad about who's sitting right there. Why? Because you didn't say nothing. Same thing as the Go-Go Awards. You didn't vote, so you can't be mad.
I'm sorry, I have to sip on that because you just.
It's just that simple.
That was
period. Should have voted. Moving on.
Okay. So we're done. Because
I had to go to church.
She had to speak a word.
You better know it. I had to go to church real quick. Thank you.
She cute.
I'm cute and tall.
Oh, so y'all, hold on. She made me forget, and I got 9 minutes. So I was told from a viewer that I was thought to be a little person.
She cute though. She a cute little person, ain't she though?
But y'all, I'm going to officially announce that I am 5'9".
I'm 5'4".
And I let my sister be taller.
This is the only time y'all ever gonna see me with some height in my life. So if y'all see me in the streets, I still look like this.
But guess what? Guess what she said today? What you say?
This is the tallest I've ever been in my life. Y'all gonna let me have my moment. I'm vertically challenged. Y'all gonna let me have this.
So I sat up straight a little more. But
oh my Lord.
I am not a little person. I am definitely Adrian, you are a twofold.
I'm definitely the midget in this situation, but you know, it's okay. I'm on my bad. I'm the little person in this situation, but I'm tall in this chair, so that's all that matters.
That's all she cared about. Thank you, Adrian, for tuning in. So actually, Adrian is a part of our conversation for the rest of this show. So on the raw and unapologetic conversation, and this whole chick had to sit up.
Yeah, because y'all got me, y'all pissed me off with this one.
So we're gonna talk about the situation in Chicago that happened with a Chicago mother that was pregnant.
No, she's not pregnant. She has sickle cell, which causes her to swell from time to time and look like she's pregnant.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive. Pregnant? I read it. They thought that she was pregnant. She's not pregnant. She wasn't pregnant. She has sickle cell, and it causes her to swell up from time to time. So the kids were accusing her of being pregnant and saying that they didn't care if she was pregnant.
Okay.
Here's the reality of it. Let's just, before we get all the way into the story,
we may have Tito joining in.
Okay. Let me just speak on it from the perspective of not only a parent, but somebody who was raised by not only my mother, older people, grown people. Here's the thing. I'm all for you allowing your child to express themselves, because we come from a generation where it was never about how we felt. It was about what we said. So we had to be careful about how we spoke to adults and how we expressed ourselves and what we said. So I'm all for you allowing your child to speak freely and say what they want to say to you. The problem that I have is that these weren't middle school kids. These wasn't high school kids. These was elementary school kids who had already in their minds decided they were grown enough to take on or to confront, approach, or speak to an adult in any way, shape, or form other than a manner of a child. These were not grown-ass kids. So for people to sit around and say, oh, because I seen one live where the mom was like, oh, well, she was just following. She wasn't, my child makes straight A's and she was just following the other kids. And first of all, there is no way in hell you can tell me that your child just was following a group of kids and thought that anywhere in her mind, it was okay for her to put her hands on an adult. Because where in your household has this child ever been told it's okay for you to slap shit out that grown lady or that grown man? It's okay for you to beat that grown woman or that grown man up if they say something you don't like or if they do something you don't like. Because that didn't come from the streets. That didn't come from other kids. That's something that they've seen, learned, and digested. So for you to defend your kid and say, oh, but they a straight A student and they were just following everybody else, it shows lack of guidance on your part.
And I'm just gonna add, like, everybody's been a child, right? We've been a high schooler. We've been in elementary school. We've done shit just for the sake of doing shit as a child.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is there was never nothing that leaving my mother. Yeah, have I cussed? Have I been on the bus and cussed? Yeah. But the whole thing of putting your hands on an adult, even if it was presumed pregnant, I don't care. If it's presumed pregnant, if it's presumed ill, I don't give a damn.
And here's the crazy part. That's not the first time these kids have done that.
It's not.
So I'm confused because it's not the first time. So for you as the mom to say, hey, my kid was just following somebody. So they was following somebody every time? Because this is not the first time the same group of kids have done this. So this is something that y'all do on the regular.
So there's a reason this mother was walking with her son. That's my problem. Okay, hold on, Lord. Jesus. Hold on, I know, Mike. I'm gonna call you. Hold on. All right, y'all. So we figured out the workaround for unknown Mike. Y'all about to hit. Yeah. Yes, sir. You are on.
And on speakerphone.
Yeah.
These kids have been so.
But hold on, I know, Mike, because you frozen. Okay, go ahead.
Let me just give y'all a kind of put this in the context about these group of kids. So this is what people were screaming to the cops when they showed up to the school the next day, and the cops had to be called because these people were so pissed that these kids pretty much have been raising themselves. These kids have vandalized cars. They have not only harassed other children, they have harassed other adults. These kids, they said these kids pretty much have no guidance. They just run through the city and do what they want to do.
But the parents also showed up, and Adrian actually lives in Chicago. The parents showed up with belts, switches.
I ain't trying to be funny,
Hold
right?
on, hold on,
I ain't trying to be funny, right?
hold on. So, y'all see Adrian's post. Adrian actually lives in Chicago.
Mhm.
So, go ahead, Tito.
Are you saying that they were trying to whoop the mother's kids? Because I'm confused. That's
The
not.
community showed up to with the other kids.
Oh yeah, that's what I just said. But here's the thing with that. It's easy for me to show up and beat my child's behind now that they done got caught up in some stuff and everybody know it. Where was the discipline before that? The discipline that would make your child think, I ain't about to do this because my mama gonna whoop my ass. Because I'm not trying to be funny. Growing up, I had a lot of friends that did a lot of stupid stuff. But there was some stuff I knew not to do because I had a mother who was gonna tear me the hell up.
Right. So, Tito.
What my man say on Fox 5? God damn. Where mother?
That part, where the parents at?
Where the parents at? I mean, we all have some hoodlum ass kids. Well, we know some hoodlum ass kids.
I'm about to say, I don't have a hoodlum kid.
And so, when these kids start doing this hoodlum ass shit, and then something happened to them, oh, that was the sweetest child in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga. That nigga
But
this child in the world, first of all.
so, Tito, let me ask you this. Because I'm sorry, I know Mike. Let me ask you this.
You call me whatever you want to call me.
I know I can. But here's my actual question, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the narrative I feel like we're forgetting. We can be the greatest of parents and put out anything to our kids. When they go to school, we do not know what the hell they are doing.
You a lie.
No, hold on.
No, ma'am.
Hold on.
No, ma'am.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. What I mean is
you instilled in that child, and
no, ain't that.
No,
I be in my kid's school like I go there.
Hold on. Let me finish my point. And ditto. But what your children choose to do, the reality is you are not there 24/7.
Let's be real.
Okay? No.
At high school, that works. When they in elementary school, you cannot say, oh, they in elementary school, you don't know. First of all, shouldn't no elementary school kid be even having the thought process?
I agree. But here's my question. Adrian, can you confirm for me? Because they said elementary school. That's not Adrian. Adrian actually lives in Chicago.
Right.
I'm trying to confirm because even elementary school in DC has changed.
Yes.
So, what is the age range in Chicago for elementary
Where does
school?
it cut off? Is it like K through 6 or is it like K through 5th? Like, how does that work down there or up there? How would that work? Like
I would assume it shouldn't be no different.
No, it is different.
Most of these kids have been spanked before because we all have a culture of spanking. Well, here's the thing. I'm not necessarily saying spank your child either, Adrian. I don't feel like every child needs a beating.
So it's K through...
Oh, K through 8th. Okay, so these middle school kids compared basically from where we live at.
So hold on. School. In Chicago, elementary is K through 8th.
They shouldn't even be mixed together.
They shouldn't.
They should not be mixed together. Because here's the thing. When kids start from 7th grade on up, these kids their minds change. Their mentality change. They looking at shit that little kids ain't even looking at. They're paying attention to things that little kids ain't paying attention to. You should not be mixing them together at all. That was a problem from the start.
So, hold on. Adrian, what I'm trying to figure out in Chicago, is
Okay. That's crazy.
So hold on. 11 to 13, Adrian.
Here goes the middle schoolers.
Are those middle schoolers or are those elementary? Because
he said there is till 8th grade and that's considered elementary up till 8th grade, which I don't understand.
Which is very different.
He's saying from kindergarten to 8th is considered elementary school.
So
that's crazy.
That's very different from us. Thank you, babe.
And he said the ages was from 11 to 13. That's crazy. Like, first
so
of all,
for us now, like
yeah, them 13-year-olds, they would be a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
Them other ones would be in middle school.
But even honestly, now in DC, DC has changed.
What you mean?
So DC is different.
Like 22.
Middle school.
Wait a minute. What you mean 22? 22 what?
You could be in high school like 22 in DC now.
I wasn't talking about
I know you
that. No, if you can't graduate, yes, you can. But the whole thing in DC is when elementary school changed, where we had elementary school, you would graduate at 6th grade. They extended that to almost 8th grade in DC. So then 9th grade was high school. So there really was a very...
So they got primary and secondary school. There's no in between.
It wasn't. Middle school starts to change, but it depends if you move from elementary school.
Right. See, I don't have them problems. My kids in Virginia. We don't have none of them problems. We keep shit real.
They never called them middle school. They called it junior high.
Period.
It was.
That part.
Shouts out to Jefferson. It was junior high.
And I agree with Tracy. First of all, shouldn't be no 21-year-old person. I don't give a damn if you're a male or a woman still in high school with my child. Because the first time a 21-year-old look at my child, whether she in the 10th, 11th, 12th grade, and say, can you go to prom, homecoming, any of the above, I'm going to jail.
It should be night school. Okay, calm down. Lord Jesus. Okay, I gotta calm her. I gotta grab her thigh.
I'm going to jail.
That's why I'm short. That's why I'm short, Adrian. I'm not a little person.
But back on to the Chicago thing.
So because Adrian actually lives in Chicago, and I really only found out about this because of her and her
the school
involvement.
Is Bright Elementary. That's the name of the school. Okay. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question, Adrian. I've just been watching the videos and stuff, and I'm not there, but I'm just watching the videos. And I saw that all of the kids have been arrested, and some of the parents have been arrested as well. For me, I feel like you can't necessarily fault those parents for what their children did, especially when we're talking about 11 through 13. Nah, you can't. Those were conscious decisions. Those were decisions they made of their own accord. Now, do I have some fault within the parents for not being aware of what's going on with their kids, not knowing what y'all kids up to? Definitely. Because I'm one of them parents. I'm in the phone conversation. I don't care if you're talking to your homeboys. I'm like, what he say? They say?
Hold on. Let me reframe your question. So, are you saying the children should be at fault regardless of parent involvement?
Yes. Okay. Very much so. Because here's the thing.
Hold on. It goes, pause there. Tito, what you feel?
That's who did the crime, right?
And my thing is this, even with the parents not knowing what their children were involved in, I'm pretty sure no parent ever looked at their kid and said, you gonna knock that grown-ass woman out if you feel like, you understand what I'm saying? I don't feel like there's a parent in the world that has ever. So those were conscious decisions that you and your friends at school decided you were going to do. So yeah, Your ass should have got the police called on you, just as if any other grown teenager or grown ass woman or anybody else decided to take upon their self and assault somebody. Yes.
So I also,
but I still have like, I guess I'm on the fence about the parents. I mean, yeah, I know parents sometimes are there.
can everybody hear Unknown Mike? I just want to make sure. I think y'all can, but
I thought y'all heard me before.
look, we can hear you. I'm just trying to make sure, but go
Okay,
ahead.
they say yes.
Okay, we got yes. Thank you.
Everybody's parents gonna be like, "Oh, that's the sweetest kid in the world," and blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. But nigga,
look, I don't even agree with that.
We need more honest parents because let me tell you how I be quick to be like, my son is an asshole. He don't listen. He hard headed.
And my nephew is
and she'll tell you like when I go to my son's school meetings. I'm not that parent. Like, granted, I know my son gonna talk back. I know he an asshole. I know he got jokes for days. So I'm not going into school to be like, oh my God, my son would never.
But
I know my kid. Here's the thing. I know my kid. So when you're talking to me about my child, I can decipher the two. I know what sounds like something he would do and what sounds like something he wouldn't do. But I know my kid. So I'm never parents have to stop this thing. And this is something I hate. And I'm saying this to every parent. Stop trying to cover for your kid and make it seem like your kid don't have no freaking issues. Because it's not one perfect child in this world. Every child has their quirks and their qualms. Every child got their flaws. And until we start as parents, especially mothers, until we start saying, yes, my son has an issue. Yes, my son gets angry. Yeah, they're not going to get the help they need.
Because honestly, even Tito, before I give you that moment, Mimi has called me with my nephew. And he know Auntie O ain't playing that shit. If you did it, you did it.
Period.
I'll show up for you, and that's not an issue. But I'm not gonna show up for you doing the fucked up shit. So, Tito, go ahead. Hold on. Before we go to Adrian's comment, hold that there, Lux. Go ahead, Tito.
What you got me doing? I ain't got my glasses.
Oh, well, okay. So the comment is from Adrian. Do you all wonder what's going on with those kids in the household or community to elicit such a mob response against a vulnerable mom and her small children, which has been a pattern for a couple of years? It's definitely strange and extreme. So, Adrian, I'm going to ask you to expand on that.
Oh, I was about to say, can't answer a question with a question.
Can you expand on that? So, are you saying the mob showing up because she was assaulted, or are you saying something else?
He's saying that this has been going on for a couple of years, the different kids doing things like that. So, and I kind of feel like that puts me back to my original comment. It's hard to diagnose or help a child when no one in the family or the main parental parents are not being 100% right or honest about what's going on with that child. When you're masking and covering things up, there is no space or no way to heal.
Well, I'm going to wait a second for Adrian to respond because she actually lives in Chicago. That's Tracy. Well, the mob response at the school was parents in response to the attack. But what Adrian is asking is the household of the kids that actually attacked.
No, what's going on with the mob of children? Exactly, they are masking something.
Okay.
Exactly. But once again, until we start listen, first of all, we got to be willing to listen. We've been our people are so set on, I'm the adult and you the child and you do what I tell you. Not realizing these kids got feelings and they go through emotions too. That's one. So yes, they're acting out. Two, if you are not willing to honestly say what's happening in this house is hurting my child outside of this house and get help, you can't be mad when that child 3 flips the hell out or goes and does something crazy because they're not being heard. A lot of times these kids go out here and they do some of the most outlandish, unthinkable shit. It's not because they don't care or they want to get in trouble or they want to hurt somebody. I'm speaking from a child who went through it. They do it because this is the only way you're going to see me. I spend my whole life being just here. You don't see me. You don't hear me. You're not taking in accountability what I'm going through. And granted, as adults, our first thought is always, you a child. Your ass ain't going through nothing.
Oh my God.
But kids go through stuff. And for someone who has been through it, when you don't have nobody that's listening to you, when you feel like I'm talking to a brick wall and nobody sees me, you're going to go do something crazy. You're going to latch out. Because why? This is the only way you're ever going to see me. So y'all got to realize kids are people and they go through shit and they need to be heard, because the longer you ignore what they're going through, this is what happens. These are the results. They grow up being angry ass adults. They grow up being miserable ass kids. And they take it out on everybody.
Not even adults.
Yes.
They just
grow up and they don't you know how hard it is, and I hate to do this, but let's be real. You know how hard it is for me as a person who went through this as a kid? I have a problem with being attached to people. It is easier for me to say bye than it is ever going to be for me to say stay, because I've learned that in my life. That is what being ignored and not being taken into consideration and not being seen does to you. It teaches you to see yourself and to focus on you because nobody else is going to do it. It teaches you to depend on you because when shit happens, who you gonna run to? Ain't nobody to run to but yourself.
And that's why
the realest thing, let me tell you something. The realest thing that 50 Cent has ever said that I 100% felt in my soul and agreed with. He said, when I was in school, I used to get into fights all the time. He said, but I couldn't run home. Who the fuck was I running to? And wasn't nobody there. It was just me. So I had to fight for my damn self. The realest shit ever. And a lot of these kids are experiencing that, especially now, because a lot of these mothers and fathers ain't mothering and fathering. That's all I got to say.
Now, I will say.
Is that all you had to say?
No, that was it. But, Tito, before I let you go on, I am going to say, even in this moment, hearing her speak, I'm so proud of this. I love this. And I had to grab her hand because y'all saw she pulled away from me. She does this often. No, it's not even about what she had to say. It's about allowing that support, that what I need in the moment. And
who was going to deny it?
I wasn't. I'm right here.
Exactly.
And even though she pulled away, I grabbed it right back. And this is why we're best friends. So, Tito, as a father to a female, I would love for you to speak on that.
Yeah, I'm glad I grabbed your cigarette.
He said he needed that cigarette.
Okay. As of recently, I mean, if you know me, you know about my daughter. Mm-hmm. So as of recently,
well, they don't know you.
We know you now.
We know you, but we ain't heard you for 3 weeks.
Okay. Well, Gianni, my daughter, 19, is in college down Clark, Atlanta.
Shout out. Hey, yes, her and my daughter at the same college. Her and my daughter at the same college. Shout out to Clark. You got two. You got two from the DMV. Okay.
That's Nisa Pooh, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, you know, that's my baby. She acting like a teenager. So. I keep telling her, yes, you're grown, but you need to slow down.
You grown, but you ain't that grown.
There you go.
So, how did you feel in these next 3 minutes about this situation?
About
The Chicago situation.
Yeah.
Man, Chicago done been on the news for the past few years.
True.
And they ain't doing shit to help their cause. They have a cause. And we all know, and I mean, fuck it. It's like shows about Chicago. So it's like, where's the help?
But in this particular situation, and like I said, we got 2 minutes.
How did you feel about what happened? I mean, just in general, as a father, watching that young woman and her kids be beat on and drugged to the ground. As a father, what were your feelings?
Oh, everybody getting laid down.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
So my last conversation before we get to the ending. Everybody's saying, okay, it's lay him down, spank him, this, that. My conversation is what after that? And hold on, I'm going to give 2 minutes to both of y'all for this.
So I'm just going to say something real quick as somebody who has been through the system. They all need psychological reports done. Period. That is, Amen. For me, I feel like that's unequivocally not arguable. None of that. All of those kids need psychological reports done. And from there, they need mandatory mental health services. I don't give a damn. And that's just for the kids alone. Do I want to see any child go to jail? No. Do I believe in reformatory services? Yes, I'm all for it, especially when we're talking about kids. But without them, in order for them to get the right services that they need, they all need a psychological evaluation. They all need mandatory court-ordered mental health services. That's just my opinion.
Tito?
I mean, I don't need to say anything. She said what it should be.
So it's all of it. I am going to say, I don't think, and as a mother that has about to be proud graduate in June.
That's my nephew.
And my niece from Tito, I'm so proud of her. But I will say, there was a moment that growing up, Tyler got spanked.
Yeah.
I mean, it was what I grew up with. It was...
Shit, nigga, I grew up on it.
There has to be a balance, and we forget that.
Exactly.
There has to be a balance.
There's a balance, and there's a change. And I will say, I've always said, Tyler got to a certain point that spanking wasn't it. It just wasn't it. So,
he's smelling himself.
What? And I'm a woman.
Yeah.
He's a man.
You got to pop out sometimes.
Yeah, it goes.
And you know what? Sometimes it goes to his aunt or his
and I just have to come chop him in the throat.
And that's it.
That's what it is. Like, I don't believe in beating kids. I believe that there are certain things that warrant an ass whooping, but there are certain things. Kids are not dumb. You can sit down and talk to them. You can explain things to them. And children, sometimes all they want is for you to sit down and talk to them.
But I will actually tell you what's crazy is Tyler's cousins from this woman would be like, nah, I'm coming over there to talk to my cousin.
You better know it.
It ain't even us. It's them.
He said, what to my auntie? I'm on the way. You gotta know it.
So, well, Tito,
I'm gonna tell you right now, what they say, spare the rod and something.
Spoil the child. Spare the rod and spoil the child.
But
Whoop ass every now and then.
But hold on. What we are going to give on this last 5 minutes, Mr. Tito.
You changed all these minutes on me.
Right. Like we counting.
Cause I'm counting.
We know.
You gotta give your goodbyes. Cause we have not been able to give whatever you want to give.
Me?
Oh yeah, we got 5 minutes left, sweetie.
You looking for something? What you looking for?
My liquor.
You gotta say your goodbyes, Tito. He need a shot to say goodbye. All right, we're gonna give you a shot. Here you go. Bow.
We're gonna ignore Tito now at this point.
Look, y'all, I need y'all to reach out to me on social media. On some serious look. We are trying to help people give toys and gifts to their children this year. It has been a rough year for every damn body, not just the government workers. Everybody is going through it. We've been going through a hill for the last 2 years. Reach out to me, coordinate with me. Miss Mimi _IDGAF at Instagram. Just inbox me. I will tell you how to get in touch with Bam or myself to deliver the gifts or to drop them off. But my biggest thing right now, if y'all know me, y'all know I love my babies. I love kids more than I love I love kids more than I love adults. Please reach out and help donate these gifts.
It's also included on Snatched Savage. So thank you guys. Again, we're gonna cut short Lady O Says, because I just have to thank you all for tuning in. We got about 2 minutes.
You can get that O off.
Emotional over there.
Tell her, get that O off. Come on. Lady Says, I got y'all. Lady O Says for the rest of the year. And we finishing out the year. It's holidays.
All right.
We said we love y'all.
Lady O Says tonight is I love these two people. That's all I can say. I adore them. I adore the team of. I adore the team of Lux Radio and our Uber openness. So y'all, we'll be back next week.
We love you, Raya. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. Hopefully, hold on. Hopefully.
Hey man, I'm gonna cross some T's and dots.
Hopefully next week Unknown might show up on time.
Hey, nigga time.
You be the color people.
Y'all see what I'm dealing with?
You be them color people.
But we love you all.
She just mad because she the lightest one in the room between the three of us.
Wait.
You the tallest one.
Hurry, know me.
You been that.
She the only one out of the three of us ain't passing the paper bag test.
Give me the address.
She's my favorite glowworm.
Give me the address. I'm on somebody's ass tonight.
Bye, y'all. Cause y'all see this foolishness.
That's what happens after the show is over. She can't tell us we in there early and think we ain't got nothing to say.
Thank you. Hold on. Thank you to Lux Radio. Thank you to Kim, Mel, Rhea.
We love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Good night.